Hello, and welcome to the We Need More podcast, episode 1. I am your host, Tristan, and joining me today will be any one of you. Just introduce yourself, please.
Nah, Tony, what's up?
Tyler, why would you introduce yourself like that?
Because that's the most beast intro ever off
Alright,
South Park, which
this
is
is
most beast show ever.
that's not how you want to start it, but alright. This podcast is going to be about movies and entertainment related things, such as video games, TV, in Tyler Case's books and comics, because he's into that shit. And that's basically what we're going to be covering. First, we're going to do a top 5. The way it's going to go is I'm going to let Tyler go first. He'll say his 5th best movie. Then I will say my 5th best movie. And we'll converse back and forth, obviously, about the movies. And go into why we picked them to be in our top 5 of the year. So, Tyler, if you'd like to go first without
Trying to
dying.
drink something.
That's why you don't hit it so hard. You gotta.
Is Tony gonna say anything?
Yeah, Tony's going to comment. And Tony's not dumb, so he's going to ask questions and shit just to figure out why we pick, like, A Million Ways to Die in the West as our best movie.
I'm gonna question everything.
Okay.
Tyler, you go first, starting with your number 5, your 5th best movie of the year.
Is 5 the
5 is the
worst best?
Yeah, like 5, 2, 1. 1 being the best movie you saw, your 5th being
Alright.
the 5th best movie.
Cinco would
Is-
be 22 Jump Street.
Yeah, that's a solid
Boom.
pick. I won't argue that. I can stand by that.
It is a comedy though. So
Yeah,
that's why it
but,
has to
like,
be number 5.
it's
But
an
it
imp-
is one of the
it's
best of all
an-
time.
It's an impressive comedy because of the fact it is a sequel, and it's about as good as the original.
Oh yeah,
True that.
Tony,
I
have
think
you
it might be
seen-
better.
Have you seen?
I've seen it
22?
actually. Yeah, I've actually seen it.
Oh
I thought
shit!
it was pretty good.
He saw a movie he can comment on. I'm impressed.
I actually think
dude.
it would. Yeah, it was on par with the first one.
See, I think it's probably better just because it became so self-aware in the second one. Like, they
Yeah.
were making call-outs about the fact that sequels are just rehash garbage half the time, and I thought that was really funny. And not to
That's
mention, the My Name's Jeff, that stuff's always funny.
I think the fact that he banged Ice Cube's, daughter was fucking funny.
Dude, that was really funny. Whenever Channing Tatum was like, "You fucking daughter."
I know he's fucking dancing around the office and he comes back and he's like, oh yeah.
That was
Yeah,
funny.
I'll give Channing Tatum that. That was very, very good comedic performance by Channing. Which is kind of surprising considering the fact, was his first movie Step Up? No. Yeah, I think that was
Nah.
his.
I have no idea.
It was kind of that basketball movie.
You're talking about Coach Carter.
Yeah, wasn't that his first
No.
one?
Using Coach Carter?
Yeah, he was the only
Yeah.
black guy on the team.
What the fuck?
Yeah, he was the good old white guy, man. He was the hooper.
He played the exact same character in Step Up as he did Coach Carter almost.
Yeah, pretty much.
I-
Coach Carter was pretty terrible.
What?
Yeah, I'm gonna disagree. It was enjoyable.
Dude, I hate sports movies.
I love the scene whenever after they were winning the games and they went to that white girl's house and they were in the pool. then
And,
he just
and the
showed-
dad was mad because
Yeah,
black boys.
exactly. It's my
Tony's
life.
Like oh, damn! I was about to say story of his
Rotten
life.
Tomatoes gave it 65%. Metacritic
Coach
57. Yeah,
Yeah, that's solid. And then 22 Jump Street for
that's
reference.
solid for a pile of ass.
Yo, that's more. Most critics liked it. That's a good thing. 22 Jump Street's an 84% on Rotten Tomatoes, which is pretty solid.
Because it was that
Uh,
good. Because they were Q-tipping, homie.
What was the? Do y'all know what the original one was rated? And that doesn't matter, but I wonder if
I'll
it's,
look it up real
I wonder if
quick.
it's better or not. While you're looking that up, I'll go ahead and list my 5th best movie of the year.
Hold on. I want to talk about Channing Tatum.
All right.
Dude, I used to think he was the biggest tool on the planet until I saw This Is the End, and he was playing that
The Gimp.
Dom guy.
He
Yeah.
wasn't even
Dude,
the
after
Gimp,
that, I was like, all right, Channing Tatum's all right. He's not a
Wait,
big
you
tool.
didn't come around to Channing Tatum on 21 Jump Street?
I mean, he played a tool, so
But he was.
So it fit your description of what you thought
Yeah.
it was. So you
yeah,
liked him. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's fair. I think he's a pretty underrated actor. I don't know if he's gonna be.
Yeah,
very
he's
good
alright.
in that new movie, Jupiter Ascending.
Foxcatcher.
Lebowski. No, he looks
But-
really good in Foxcatcher, but I'm more worried about Jupiter Ascending.
Yo,
Playing
Magic
some-
Mike though. Come on now.
I didn't
You
see Magic
joke, but Magic Mike is very highly rated, and he's
I don't know. I've
21
never
Jump
seen
got
it.
85% on Rotten Tomatoes.
okay. So they're about equivalent ratings according to critics. That's pretty solid.
Dude, what the hell? Rotten Tomatoes gave Magic Mike 80%. Channing
Yeah,
Tatum can't
Steven
miss, I guess,
Soderbergh.
dude.
Yeah, Steven Soderbergh, man. That guy
Because
just makes
he's gonna sell
crazy
tickets just
films.
because the women love him. I mean,
Yeah, some
Yeah,
guys.
that's true. He's pretty. I think he's really entertaining, and that's all that matters really on screen. I mean, Tyler, I know you don't like Tom Cruise, but I'll always be
He's
entertained
trash.
watching Tom Cruise.
yo,
So
Mission Impossible 3 though? Oh no, was it 4? Yeah, no, it's 3.
3 was garbage. No, 3 was pretty good. 3 was with who's
Which
the
one
guy
was the
that
one where they
seen
went
a
like
few of
Dubai or
them.
some bullshit?
Dubai was 4, Ghost Protocol.
Okay, that's the one that was badass.
Yeah, that was a good one. 3 wasn't
What
bad.
movie?
Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol, the 4th one. It was pretty good.
The 30 minutes I got to watch, I didn't even get to watch the whole movie. I did
Well, as long as you see the
watched
Bridge
it.
Dubai part, that's really all that matters.
He just looks retarded.
Tom
All of
Cruise.
that, no. Ugh.
All right, we need to move on. We gotta go through the list. All right, my 5th best movie of the year. I'm gonna give it to Raid 2 Bernthal. I believe is the subtitle. But I'm gonna give it to Raid 2 for sure. It's my 5th best movie of the year.
I didn't watch either of them. I
Never
haven't
seen
watched
the
either of
Raids?
them because America. That's
What?
why.
Subtitles bother you?
I just support America.
Wait, you've seen the Raid? Haven't you seen the Raid?
I haven't seen the Raid. You told me to watch the Raid.
Tyler, you
Tony, did
slipping.
you?
Tony,
I've seen them both.
Yeah, Tony's even seen.
Damn.
That's
Wait,
my
the Raid
shit,
2
man.
has that really cool fight scene though, right?
in the rain.
The whole
Or no,
in
movie.
the toilet.
badass.
Yeah,
the bathroom.
The bathroom scene is
Yeah.
no doubt one of the best fight scenes of all time.
I mean, I was expecting more from the end, but I mean,
All right, Tony, since you've seen it and you followed the plot decently, obviously, subtitles, whatever, it's kind
No,
of
we
hard
didn't.
sometimes.
yes, I did.
People compare it to The Godfather, and they say that's a negative. Like they just wanted an action
The
movie.
Godfather though.
It was pretty similar, the whole infiltrating and the
Yeah,
brothers and
but
stuff. I mean, I'm not trying to say it's like The Godfather, but I don't understand the knock against it for having a good story. Like, why is that a knock against the movie? The action's pretty great, and the story's pretty good. Like, why is that an issue? But a lot of people took issue with that. So I don't
Wait,
really,
why is it supposed to be a knock?
Because people, I guess, wanted just the action. Like, because the raid, there's not really a story. Like, there's a very loose story in the raid. They go up.
I mean,
stairs
well,
and
exactly.
fight.
There's a story, but like you said, it's a loose. I mean,
Yeah, this one's so story driven, and people just hated it, and they wanted a lot of action, which I guess I get, but I don't know. I thought it was really, really enjoyable.
but there was a lot of action though. That makes no sense.
Yeah, I know, but the problem
Every scene was action.
It was like 2 hours and 15 minutes to be fair, and maybe like 45 to an hour and a half of action somewhere in there. And I guess people still take issue with that, but I don't
An
know.
hour 45 of action.
I would say about an hour.
That's a
probably,
lot.
of
That's
action.
a lot of
There's
action.
a lot of action. I mean, the fights are so
Exactly.
well choreographed. Too.
That's a lot of action.
Like, I just want it. I don't know. I don't have any issue with it. I think it's a pretty great movie. Tyler, if you want to go ahead and name your 4th.
Okay. Probably gonna have to go with X-Men. X-Men, what is it? Days of Futures Past. It's pretty good, pretty solid. I think it's the best X-Men movie.
Yeah, I won't disagree with that. I think it sells all the
Real quick, Jennifer Lawrence is trash. I want to put that out there. She's dog shit. I don't like her in Hunger Games. I don't like her as Mystique. I don't get the Jennifer Lawrence thing. She's like not. What movie was she in with Christian Bale? American Hustle.
Yeah.
Still have not seen
Bad actress in that. Ugh, she's not
Alright.
even that attractive.
like
She's
Sylvana's
not a good
Playbook?
actress.
Yes.
It was okay. It was a chick flick. Like
Only because of
to be
Bradley
honest.
Cooper though.
And Bradley
Cooper's
Cooper
pretty-
was a beast in that movie.
Yeah. All right. I mean,
God.
it's fair to not like Jennifer Lawrence, but I'm gonna disagree about her acting. I think her acting is actually pretty good. I know you don't like.
How
Hunger Games.
good?
I mean, it's pretty good. Like, I would put her.
Above average?
Yeah, I would say she's like a 7 out of 10 actress, like 8 out of 10. Like, she doesn't look super incredible in her movies, like attractively. But I think she does bring something to every movie she's been in. That she's been good. The one movie she did though that was really bad. I think she's only done one movie I would say is bad, or well, I guess 2 now. The third Hunger Games I thought was pretty horrible, but the movie I would say that she did bad. It was like The House at the End of the Street or something like that. It was horrible. It was a horror movie she did. I don't really know why she did it. I don't know if
The
she did it.
Last House on the Left.
No, it wasn't that. It was like The House at the End of
Rape
the Street.
scene.
That was a bad
Oh wait, she gets raped.
No.
Yo, man, if Jennifer Lawrence looked like what she looked like in Silver Linings Playbook in real life, I would actually think she was attractive.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
she
hot,
was
Silver
way
Linings
better
Playbook.
looking in that movie.
Yeah. All
All right.
right.
Yeah, it's called House at the End of the Street.
Yeah, that's a horrible movie. But anyways, going back to X-Men.
Dude, they got 10%.
X-Men: Days of Future Past is by far the best X-Men movie. It fixes all the problems with the first three. I'll give it that. Do you like it better than First Class?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only thing is, it was kind of hard to follow. I think I kind of fell asleep a little though.
I get. Tony, have you seen Days of Future Past?
No, I haven't watched it because I really didn't know if it was, any better than all the other ones.
I would say it's probably the best. It's for sure the best X-Men movie. And I'd
Like,
probably
I want to
First
watch it,
Class
but no,
after
I haven't
that.
seen it yet just because I'm scared to, because I don't want to be disappointed. Because
After the third one, I was like, I didn't know what was happening.
Well, Origins Wolverine
So-
pretty much ruined everything.
And
so.
that was a bit surprising.
Very, very few times where the movie game is better than the movie itself. But anyways, I'll concede X-Men was a really solid movie. I didn't like it that much because I don't really care about the X-Men, to be honest. The movies just kind of seem just bloated with too much stuff going on. Which is probably not a really fair knock because I really did like the Avengers, and the Avengers also had a lot of shit going on. So maybe it's not really fair, but I just like the characters a lot more in the Avengers set in the Guardians Galaxy. Because obviously it's comparable because it's group.
Wait, you like it
heroes.
more than Guardians?
No, definitely not. I like Guardians more. My issue is like the X-Men. I just don't really care about a lot of the characters the way I do with these other superhero group movies. Obviously, X-Men is better than the Fantastic Four and all that, but I just think the way the Avengers was done so well and the way Guardians was done so well, I kind of expect more when you're collabing like these group of heroes together. But it is what it is. It was a really good movie, and I have a lot of faith that Apocalypse is going to deliver a lot. Did you watch the end of the scene trailer for Apocalypse type thing?
Yeah, with the pyramids.
Yeah, does that make any sense? Because that was like, what, 2,400, 3,000 years ago, whatever it was saying?
Something like that.
I guess, I don't know. The timelines, I also don't just follow the timelines very well for the X-Men movies.
I feel like the cameos have been getting worse and worse in every superhero movie.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
They used to be really cool, and then now they're like 6 seconds long, and they're not even worth like
Does Stan Lee show up in the X-Men? Is he in the X-Men?
No.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think he's only been in the Fantastic Four, Spider-Man, and all the Marvel studio movies. Okay. All right.
Yeah, I saw him in Guardians for sure.
Yeah. So we ready to wrap on X-Men? We both agree it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Tony.
Tony, you have any questions about it?
Nah.
All right, we'll go to my fourth best movie of the year. I'm gonna go with Guardians of the Galaxy. Kind of.
Oh, you're trash.
Greatest.
All right. It would be number one if not for the fact it has
the
worst villain I think I've ever seen in a movie.
Yeah.
One of the worst villains.
And it's from Sugar Sugar. What?
Yeah.
Well, okay, Iron Man 3 had the worst villain with Killian or whatever his name was.
All right. That's okay. To be fair, okay, we've all watched these Marvel movies. So these last three villains, how bad? Like, I just don't understand how they made these villains so bad. You have, I can't remember the dude's name. Was it Ronan the Accuser? You had.
They're not even memorable because
you had
so
that
stupid.
one elf in Thor 2, and then you have Cillian Murphy in Iron Man 3. Like these are some of the worst villains.
I think they're trying to do it. Well, I don't know about Iron Man anymore, but I think they were trying to do it just because they don't want to make it so big in case they want to make another movie. They're probably saving it for something even bigger.
Like a bigger villain. Well, I know.
Yeah, like they can't give you the best thing to start out with.
Yeah.
I don't know, but it worries me the way they did this because we got Age of Ultron coming out, and Ultron is voiced by, I think it's James Spader. He's on the show Blacklist. So I have a lot of faith that villain will be cool. But my big issue is that they're focusing so much on Thanos and setting Thanos up to be such a cool, awesome character that they're just not focusing on these other small villains who still need to be important. I mean, like, it hurt Guardians of the Galaxy so bad to have that horrible of a villain.
I mean, but it was still good, even though it had a shitty villain. I mean,
Yeah,
I get what you're saying. It would have been
I
number
love
one
it.
if they
Yeah,
had a better villain. Yeah, I
it's the
understand
problem.
that.
Like if it had like a low key type villain or like a Magneto, it would have been so much better. Like because the problem in most movies is you got to have a strong conflict. I
Yeah,
never
but
felt like
then,
the Guardians were a
but like I
conflict.
said, they already knew that they were gonna make another one. So I mean, I kind of get
But you
why they
just,
really weren't.
I don't know, man.
I
It's
get
just a
why they're not because
issue.
they don't want to. They're trying to set up for something else.
Yeah. I still love it. Tony, I think you love it. Now, Tyler, you
Yeah, I
can
like
go
it.
ahead and tell us why you have issue with it.
It wasn't terrible. It was a really good movie, but I would never put it in my top because that's a movie for like 10-year-old children. It
I'll
was
take
pretty
it.
cool.
It's for fanboys.
I
It's
mean, it's just
like at the
fun.
end when
The
they're all
soundtrack
holding
is so good.
hands.
Yeah,
I
I
was
know you
like,
would hate
this
that.
is
You
like
need. You also
what?
need to watch Interstellar, which spoiler, it's not going to be in my top five. When you watch
Uh-oh.
when you watch that, I honestly think you'll probably think the stuff in Interstellar is much worse than the holding hands at the end part.
I can't.
But
There's like some other parts where they just do gay stuff, and I was just like,
well, you didn't like when they stood
that's
up
why Dread was
together
so good.
and they.
That's why Dread was really cool. I think
I think that's a weird tangent. Go ahead. Why would you?
because it was like gory and stuff. Same with Sin City, the first one. I think that's why those were good because they're rated R movies.
Okay, we're gonna be lost in these arguments. That's okay. Uh,
What don't you get about that?
well, I think you're trying to make the argument that movies are better because they're rated R and they can get away with that
Yes.
stuff. I don't think
Yes.
that's a fair argument to make because a good movie can still be PG-13. Like Jurassic Park is PG-13.
Well, we're not talking about good movies. We're talking about my opinion. Now, Guardians is a good movie, but my opinion, I don't really care. I
Like
don't really care
I
about
don't
it.
see how that movie's better by making it rated R. Like cussing doesn't bring anything to it.
No, you don't have to have
Killing on
cussing. I'm just talking
screen.
about a few beheadings,
Well, they
some
kind of did.
blood,
They did the head smash,
maybe a
kind
sex
of.
scene with
But you gotta think of the
alien
type of movie though. It's
girl.
based off a comic. It's not gonna be like. It's not like
Yeah, it's not like a dark comic like Sin City is. Like that's
exactly.
and
I
Dread's
yeah.
a super dark comic.
If it was Sin City, yeah, I can understand that. But it's not the same. No.
Well,
You guys
anyways,
are ass.
we disagree here. All
All right, listen. It's a good movie. It's not a movie for me.
right, that's fair. I can respect
Yeah, it
that.
is.
Okay, we'll move on. We'll table Guardians. We'll go to 3. Go ahead, Tyler.
My 3 would be the Lego Movie.
That's solid. I'm not going to disagree with that. It's not in my top 5.
Hey,
It is a really, really funny movie. Why would you put it at 3?
dude. All right. First of all, it was really funny. Second of all, they had like all these cool characters I did not think they like could get the rights to. I was like really surprised about that.
Lego has a lot of.
Awesome music. Speaking of music, Guardians had the best soundtrack of the year, definitely.
Right,
And it was really funny. They broke the fourth wall. It was a kids movie that I liked. It's a good movie. It's one of the
Alright.
best like animated movies like
Tony,
of all
have you
time.
seen the Lego movie?
Man, no, and I'm mad because everybody talks about it and
Alright,
raves
I'll let
about
you borrow
it.
it later. We'll avoid talking about the ending. Let me just ask this.
Oh,
I mean,
hold up.
you could talk about
The
it. I mean,
ending
it
was
didn't.
garbage. Hold
yeah,
on.
that's where I was like,
That's-
that's how
okay,
I was
that's
confused it's in your
why-
top 5.
Yeah, that was the worst. That's why it's not like. Yeah, if I'm gonna watch that movie, I don't want to like watch the ending. I'll just watch it
Yeah,
up to
see,
the
like-
part where that gets like to the end, and then it's just okay. I'm done.
See, Tyler, okay. There's a character in the Lego movie called Lord Business. He's like the evil guy, all about business. I feel like Tyler is Lord Business. Like,
Oh, that
he's-
guy's a boss.
Yeah, exactly. Tyler watches like the Karate Kid and roots for the guy from the other dojo. Like he doesn't root for the Karate Kid. That's how I feel like Tyler is. He's like, all
Dude,
about
that guy was a
discipline.
beast, though.
Yeah, I get what
He really
you're
was.
saying. I'm surprised it's in your top 5. based
Why
on the
haven't you
ending.
seen the like? Well, this year, dude, was
Yeah,
poop cheese.
we'll disagree on that. We can talk about it later. Get into the
Oh, like not on the podcast.
No, I said when we get into the disappointment.
Oh, okay.
Don't try to break the fourth wall.
Okay.
Okay, Tyler, you had a question for Tony just now?
I just asked him why he hadn't seen it yet.
Just don't have time.
Okay.
That's the only reason
That's
why.
that.
Alright, Tyler, we ready to table the Lego movie? Or Tyler's number
I'm
3
good on
pick?
the Lego. It's pretty straightforward.
It'd be in my top 10. No doubt, it'd be in my top 10. It's just not my top 5. But
Yeah.
I'm glad we talked about it because it's a really really good movie to bring up. One last question though. Do you like Toy Story?
Yeah, it's not better than
Okay,
Toy Story. So.
that's what I was about to ask. Do you think it's on par or better with Toy Story?
It's close to it, but like I don't know, Toy Story. Toy Story's on another level. It might just
Yeah.
be because I was a kid or something,
I
but
think
it's just
Toy Story is not as funny as Lego Movie, but the
it
story
has
is
better
just,
characters too.
is
Like
just better.
they made characters. For
Yeah,
Toy
and
Story.
I think what made the Lego Movie so funny, it was all the random cameos they can't have because Lego has all these rights to
Yeah.
this stuff. Like the Abraham Lincoln being at the group, that's funny. Like it's just funny stuff like that that the Toy Story can't have because Toy Story had to create all these toys.
Mhm.
So it's kind of I see the argument compared a lot like Lego Movie or the Toy Story. I tend to
Mhm.
lean with Toy Story just because I think Toy Story is a better story, characters are better. But Lego Movie to me is funnier. So like I'd probably rather watch
Now,
Lego Movie at times.
it might be better in Toy Story
2 better than 2.
2.
I think 3 is
Yeah.
probably still better because 3 actually goes dark. Like Pixar movies
Yeah.
tend to go dark.
Yeah.
3 goes full on dark.
Yeah.
Okay, we ready to table the Lego Movie, guys?
Yeah.
Yup.
All right.
Whatever that means.
It just means we're done talking about it.
Okay.
All right, my number 3. I'm gonna go with a movie that I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure Tyler hates.
Yeah.
Edge of
Mhm.
Tomorrow. I am a Tom Cruise fanboy, and I do
Okay.
think this movie is very funny, very clever. And
Funny. The movie's not funny.
It was really funny when he like would just die over and over again, or like when he was trying to
Oh.
roll away from the unit and gets run
Tony,
over
did
by
you
a
watch
car.
it?
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good. I was surprised by it.
Yeah, I think it's gonna probably be one of my biggest surprises of the year. But I definitely think to me, it's
Oh, are you talking about Live Die Repeat?
shut up. Okay, that's the movie's biggest issue. The marketing team started. Like they don't know what
Listen.
they were trying to do.
Tom Cruise is garbage. Tom Cruise is worse than Jennifer Lawrence. Okay. So there's that.
We're not gonna
Second
agree,
of
but I'm
all,
not gonna get into
I just watched Source Code with Jake Gyllenhaal like a few months ago. Exact same concept. Military guy, whatever. And they just did it better. Like, Source Code did
Now,
it better.
That's interesting you bring Source Code up because it does seem very, very similar. I think Edge of Tomorrow is better just because it had more at stake. It was more interesting. War was kind of cooler there. But Source Code is pretty great. I won't disagree with that. Tony, I know you. Do you like Source Code? I know you own it.
I don't own it, but I've seen it.
Wait, you got it from the Blockbuster pickup.
Oh yeah. You're right. Damn, how do you know my shit better than me? What was the question?
You've seen both.
He's so high.
Yeah.
Which one do you like better?
Man, Source Code was cool. I guess in a sense they are the same concept, but I don't know which one I would find better. I mean, they're both good in their own
I think
way.
they both have really strong points. It's interesting Tyler likes Source Code more, because it's more about the love aspect. Edge of Tomorrow was hardly about love at all.
It was.
okay,
It was.
And Tyler,
Him and that girl was
guy.
the whole love.
Yeah,
Barely. He
like-
only found love because they repeated over and over again.
It doesn't matter how you find it. It's in the story.
Whatever.
Anyways,
Tyler.
I thought it was cooler because they just stripped all of the action out and it was just plot focused. And I
Alright.
feel like a lot of the action in Edge of Tomorrow was really like meaningless.
Okay,
Like
I
they
will-
weren't Lord of the Rings trying to get to Mordor. They were just like fighting over and over and over.
But they were trying to get to something. They were trying to get to the Omega. They were fighting to get somewhere. Like there was purpose.
Well, there was, but because they were doing the time thing over and over and over and over, like a lot of the action was just repeated over and over and over.
Okay, that's a fair knock. I won't disagree with that because that does a fault you run into. That's why like Groundhog Day.
There are
It's
plot
funny.
flaws in that movie. I might not be able to pick them out, but they're there, and it makes my brain
We've had this
do
conversation.
weird stuff.
I don't think the plot flaws are there like they do.
You can
but-
go online and look at them. I can't explain it, but they did weird time stuff that I can't explain.
It made sense to me, but I've watched it a couple of times. Tyler's only seen it once. Maybe it's a reviewing thing. But I think that is fair. It's kind of hard to follow a little bit because it does actually progress time and bring time back. Like Groundhog Day does not do that, and that's why Groundhog Day is considered
Yeah,
classic
the
comedy.
whole like aliens have the power, and then he has the power.
It's
I
okay.
don't know. I don't even want to talk
It's
because
yeah, I
like
get
my
it.
brain just
I get it.
dies.
All right, you guys ready to stop talking about Edge of Tomorrow? Move on to Tyler's number 2.
All right, my number 2. This was 2 and 1 are really close,
All right, that's
but
fair.
my number 2. It's number 2 because I think it was like so big, and number 1's a little bit more small. But number 2 is the Planet of the Apes movie. I saw
That's a
that
good
movie in
movie.
theaters, and I thought that was like one of the best movies I'd ever seen.
I'm
Looking
gonna
back, it's not
agree
like that good, but
a little
it's
bit.
really good.
I'm gonna agree that it's a really, really good movie. It's the best Apes movie. I'll stand by that. I've seen almost all of them, so I can get kind of the lore and stuff. Andy Serkis as a is it Caesar? Is that the name?
Yeah.
That dude's tremendous. And then you got the other guy Koba, who's awesome as well. The apes were so good in that movie. But my issue with that movie is kind of my big issue with Godzilla. The humans just suck. They weren't very good, and you have good
Yeah.
actors in there, and they're just not entertaining to watch. Like they ruined what the hell is his name? Detective Gordon. What's his name? Uh,
Who?
the guy from Batman. I can't remember his name.
Oh, yeah. I don't know his
Uh,
name either. Some
Gordon.
British guy.
He's not British. I'm gonna be so pissed that I can't think of his name.
Talk about Commissioner Gordon.
Any,
Yeah, what is that dude's name, Tony?
someone Google
I
it.
don't know.
I don't
Gary
know
Oldman.
his name.
Gary
Gary
Oldman.
Oldman.
I take issue with Gary Oldman. I take issue with the other guy in the movie from Lawless. I can't remember his name. He's also in that war movie, the 20th hour, 23rd hour, Zero Dark 30. He was in Zero Dark 30. He was one of the Marines. He was all
Who?
right. He was the main guy, like the main like
Oh,
nice
yeah.
guy. The girl he was with was all right. She's Felicity. She wasn't Felicity. I don't remember her name. She was decent, but the people were just so bad compared to the apes, and I think to me that's my biggest knock on that
Yeah, the
movie.
apes were really cool, and they did them really good, and they had
Yeah,
a lot of like really cool references, like naming him Caesar and stuff.
yeah.
I don't know.
I
I
think
thought it
it's
was cool.
really, really good despite the humans. Like you hate Godzilla because it's almost all the humans. I honestly can't fault you for that, but the Godzilla stuff makes up for it to me so much that I do like that movie. But I just can't stand the humans in Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. Like the apes show up. They're not trying to bring war. Obviously, I get the whole hate on them because they started the plague that killed everybody.
Yeah, that's like a weird plot flaw that all movies have, where it's like the entire movie's kind of pointless if they just act rationally, but then they just do weird shit like that people
Yeah,
actually wouldn't do in real
like
life.
I wouldn't. Yeah, it just doesn't make sense to me. Like why they blamed apes. Like wouldn't we blame scientists for making this stupid serum? Like apes didn't naturally have it, but
Yeah.
that's a stupid gripe. I'm not gonna take it with it. I will agree, concede that it is one of the best movies of the year. It probably would be in my top 10 if we were actually doing a top 10. But I'm glad you mentioned it because I did want to talk about it. It's a really, really good movie. Andy Serkis kind of deserves to get nominated for an Oscar with his mocap performance. He won't.
Who is he?
Andy Serkis, you know him as Gollum, probably. He's the guy that
Who
does.
was he in the movie? He was
He was
Caesar?
Caesar, yeah. Like his mocap work is just so ridiculously good. It's really disappointing he won't have
What
any
is
awards.
mocap?
Motion capture. It's like where he wears a suit with those balls and acts out
Oh,
the scene.
yeah.
It's kind of disappointing he won't get nominated for an Oscar because he's so good in it. But maybe one day we'll see it happen. Probably won't. But
You
he's
never
really
know. I
good.
mean,
He's going to be in
they
the
got
new
so much shit
Avengers,
nowadays.
and he's going to be in the new Star Wars. So Andy Serkis is going to have a good year next
Who's
year.
he gonna be in Star Wars?
I don't think they've announced it yet. I just know he was the voice of the trailer, and he has a role in the movie. So,
He's probably gonna be a droid rolling around on the
Probably.
ground.
Tony, did you see Dawn of the Planet of the Apes?
No, that is one I haven't seen either.
All right. Well, I own it on Blu-ray, so I'll let you borrow it. But I think we should
What a
move
pal.
on.
What a
to the next-
guy.
Move on to the next. My number 2, and my number 2 is going to be.
Something
This is
I've
really
never-
close as well because I loved both these movies a lot, and I have a feeling, Tyler, this one might be your number 1. I'm gonna say number 2 is Nightcrawler.
Yeah.
Is that your number 1?
No.
Okay.
I thought Nightcrawler was good,
I'm just.
but I don't know.
Did you like American Psycho?
Yeah, I love American Psycho.
Okay. See how American Psycho didn't have any of the funny. If American Psycho had just been pure serious, I feel like it would have been what Nightcrawler kind of was. Nightcrawler is one of those movies that the story is not incredibly interesting. I mean, it's a guy going around at night looking for accidents. But the way Jake Gyllenhaal performs that movie, the dude is just
First of all,
insane.
Jake Gyllenhaal's a beast.
Yeah,
I don't know.
no
He came
doubt.
out of the woodwork for me, but
I
he
think
has
I've been
became
around
an
him for a
absolute
little bit, but
boss
yeah,
for me
he's
recently.
he's knocking it out of the park. You just recently saw his movie from last year was really good. Was it Prisoners?
Prisoners.
Yeah,
Yeah, dude. He's a
kills it.
beast.
Yeah,
Him and Hugh Jackman.
yeah,
That was
kills
a
it.
really good movie. That Prisoners would be. Yeah, Prisoners was really good. That would have been probably my 2 or 1 this year.
Bonus
Really good.
top 2 from last year, Tyler. Um, I do
That'd
think Jake
be one.
Gyllenhaal is really, really good, and I think he just makes that movie electric and just is so fun to watch. Like,
He was a really good actor in that movie, and even though the movie's, I don't think it's like super good, I would like to see him nominated for something because his acting
yeah,
was really
absolutely.
good.
I also
I
have
don't like the blonde chick's acting though.
yeah, Kelly Russo, I think is her name. She's the chick from Thor's mom.
She's from
You,
Thor.
yeah, she's Thor's mother in that movie.
Mm.
You might not like her, but from what I've read, most people think she gave a great performance. I kind of thought she was a little off-putting. Like her character didn't make any sense to me. Why she was so nasty and disgusting at the beginning, but then kind of had like a moral high ground and wouldn't connect with him for information or videos. Like it seemed like she'd be the type of person to do that, and it seemed like a weird thing, a weird barrier to create. It does give a great scene at the Mexican restaurant with Jake Gyllenhaal,
Yeah.
but it didn't make any sense as a character. I kind of didn't like that part. Okay, but you and I did mention something. The Hispanic actor, I think he was Hispanic. The guy
He
who
was
shows
a
up,
beast. He could be best supporting actor, dude.
he probably should be. But what's crazy is I feel like they did put a real Craigslist ad in the paper and got him because
He's
he
weird.
doesn't.
He's
He doesn't feel like an
legitimately a
actor.
weirdo.
He,
I would
dude,
like to. I need
he's
to
so
watch some
natural.
interviews with him.
He's so natural in that movie. It's ridiculous. Like he feels. I feel like he is that character, and I feel like he is dead. Like I feel like Jake Gyllenhaal killed him because
Yeah.
that guy was that character. And honestly, he won't get nominated for best supporting. He just won't.
He won't
but
even be nominated.
I highly doubt it. It seems almost unlikely to
Damn.
me. He doesn't have a name. Nightcrawler wasn't that big. It's just a vehicle for Jake Gyllenhaal. He's gonna get overlooked. Some people think
Who
the
is
woman
the
will get overlooked.
director?
For
David
Nightcrawler?
Fincher?
No,
Yeah,
no. Nightcrawler. This is a first time director. It's
I thought
from,
Fincher directed it.
No, that's Gone Girl. Nightcrawler.
Oh yeah.
Nightcrawler is directed by Dan Gilroy, who is best known for videography, I think, or just cinematography. No, he was a writer. No, what has he done? Yeah, he was a writer for Real Steel, Born Legacy. That's pretty much it. He hasn't done a whole lot, and he
what
knocked it out of the
character?
park.
What?
He hasn't done a lot. He's really only wrote Real Steel and the Born Legacy, but
And Real Steel is kind of dumb, honestly.
it's a kids movie, really.
Hey,
But
I like that movie.
this is his first time directing performance, and it's incredible. Which is what I
That
find
one
disappointing
guy
about this stuff.
who is the blonde girl's like secretary guy,
yeah.
who's always just like,
This
guys,
is a
we
bad
can't be
idea."
showing this. We can't show this. This can't be going on in our news station. And she's
Yeah.
like, it will allow it to happen. He's like, oh, I guess I'll let it happen. He's like the worst stereotypical
Yeah.
weird
Good guy.
character that's unnecessary, that is not realistic at all. He's just horrible.
Yeah, I will agree. I take big issue.
I thought
with
that
him.
was just
He ruined-
absolutely stupid.
Yeah, he ruined almost every scene he was in.
Yeah.
But I still love that movie.
show this.
I'll stand by it. The visuals alone, the cinematography in that movie is just ridiculous. Like, I felt like I was looking at a real crime scene and situations that I shouldn't be seeing.
Yeah.
That's pretty much all I have to say. I'll say it's in one of my favorite movies of the year. Well, it's not even one of my favorite movies. I just like the movie
It was
so
a
much.
really good movie.
Yeah, I have a lot of
But
respect
that's
for
it. Like, it was just a solid movie. Like,
See,
I don't think it was
I'll
bad.
go- I'll say it's a great movie because it's seriously just about the character Jake Gyllenhaal plays, and he plays it so well that to me it's a great movie. Obviously, the story's just kind of as I said, it's just a guy looking for accident. Not that super compelling, but you know it is what it is. Tony, did you have any interest in seeing this, or even know what it is?
Not really. I mean,
Yeah,
you
it's
said it was
understandable.
good. You said it was better than Interstellar, which I was surprised to hear that.
Well,
so
I personally
it
we
may
can
be
get
worth
into
a
Interstellar.
look.
We'll get into Interstellar later when we talk about disappointments, but it is what it is. I think the movie's really good, and we'll move on to Tyler's.
All right. Number one was an Australian movie.
Oh,
Pretty sure.
nice.
It was called Startup.
I can't
All
even
right.
comment on this. I haven't seen it.
This movie was purely based around acting. It was set in a prison, and it's about this kid. I mean, this premise is kind of cheesy. It's just like about some kid who's bad. He goes to prison, and while he's in prison, he still acts up. And then eventually, he like meets this psychologist in there who like makes him good or whatever. It sounds like really cheesy, kind of like maybe Good Will Hunting. But anyways, the dude who's the main actor in the movie is a beast. He's in this. He's the main actor in that World War II movie that's coming out. The guy who's like, yeah. So yeah, he's really really good. It's his dad's like in jail with him. I don't know. I don't really want to spoil too much of it for people who haven't seen it. It's just purely based on performance because it takes place in a prison, so there's like no Michael Bay explosions. It's just like conversations. There's a lot of completely silent scenes, like no dialogue, no anything, just like acting. It just like has like the ambiance of just, I don't know. It exudes excellence. That's what I'll say.
All right,
Great
you
movie.
almost sold me on it. I need to watch it. I've heard it's similar to Blue Ruin in the way it's visually kind of dark, with the story being kind of dark. So I'll have to check it out. I haven't seen
Rotten
it, so
Tomatoes
I can't really
has it
comment.
at 99%, so eat it.
That's pretty good. IMDb has it at 7.5. Users, though, that's how IMDb works. Not a big fan.
Users
But
are ass.
I need to check it out. It's on my list. Tony, are you interested in seeing Startup?
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems pretty interesting. The main actor,
I was
Jack
engrossed in something
O'Connell,
else.
he's from 300: Rise of an Empire. He's gonna be in Unbroken.
He said he was engrossed.
So, I mean, definitely check him out. Yes, and Unbroken.
What's his name?
His name is Jack O'Connell.
Jack O'Connell.
Jack O'Connell, the fourth.
Lonel.
He plays Callisto in 300: Rise of an Empire. If anybody knows, he was in that. I didn't watch it, so I don't know. Oh no, I've seen.
I'm gonna look
Rise
this
of the Empire,
dude up.
but it was alright. So I haven't seen Startup. Tony hasn't seen Startup, but we're both interested.
He's in English. That movie might not be Australian, honestly. I don't know what it is, but it's not American.
Well, okay, that's fair. I guess if it's not American, it's either Australian or British. So
It
right.
has to be.
We'll go to my number one. Caveat: I haven't seen Birdman, so I can't say. It'd probably be my number one based on everything I've heard. I can't really bring it up. Obviously, I haven't seen it. I don't think Tyler's seen it.
What movie are we talking about?
Birdman. It's not my number one, but it's probably would be my number one if I saw it. I didn't get the chance. Tony, I don't even know if you know what it is.
Yeah, I know what it is, but why would you even bring it up if you haven't seen it?
Yeah, I don't know why. Why are we talking about that right now?
I feel like it's the number one movie to almost everybody, and I just feel like we would have to do it no justice if we just don't mention we didn't see it, so it couldn't be our number one.
Wait,
But,
Edward Norton is a main actor?
Yeah, he's the supporting actor.
Damn.
Yeah, I know. I'm kind of disappointed I didn't get to see it. Should have seen it. Live in Oklahoma. What are you gonna do? Haters suck here. But my number one is gonna definitely be Gone Girl, the David Fincher movie from this year with Ben Affleck. I get the movie has flaws. People don't like some of it. That's fine. But David Fincher, just the way his movies look to me, is always the best. Zodiac's one of my favorite movies. Love Fight Club. Well,
Seven.
Seven's incredible. 7 Elements was like that. But Gone Girl to me is just one of those movies. It's dark. It's extremely funny to me at times. It's similar in the vein of American Psycho in the fact that it's really, really funny. And the story just takes these nice twists and turns. And the girl in it, I can't remember her name. It's driving me crazy. She's from Jack Reacher Live from 2012 with Tom Cruise. I know Tyler doesn't care. But, Rosamund Pike. She should probably get nominated for Best Actress. I don't know if she will. She definitely should at least be considered to get nominated because she's incredible in it. I'm a big fan of Ben Affleck lately. I don't know if you guys are because I understand not liking him.
I think he'll play a good Batman, dude. All these people
I have
tripping
faith.
balls over him playing Batman.
He hit rock bottom. Like he did GZ. He did. Was it Daredevil? He did Daredevil. So like he's hit about.
But that was the beginning of his career, though. I mean.
Well, it was the middle. I'll say it's the middle. The beginning.
Was okay, I'll give you that.
He paved the way for.
The middle was
movies.
The middle was Goodwill, or the beginning was Goodwill Hunting, and the Adam, or what the hell's that dude's name? Kevin Smith. It was Kevin Smith's movie he was in. Those were like the beginning, but
I don't know. I think here's some.
I think Ben.
Oh, at the beginning.
He
did
around.
Pearl Harbor.
Oh God, he was in Pearl Harbor, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Oh. He hit rock bottom. Like he hit even below rock bottom. Like he sunk to the bottom there.
Yeah.
But I love Gone Girl, and it's just gonna easily be my #1 movie. I can't wait to buy this on Blu-ray in January. It's so funny. I don't even know if it's supposed to be funny. It's like one of those things I'm not really for sure if it's supposed to be funny, but I laughed nonstop a lot in it. And David Fincher almost does no wrong in my eyes. I know some people have actually.
He's an absolute beast. We need to have 5 seconds of silence for David Fincher. Okay.
Yeah. Actually, impressive.
I didn't read, or I haven't watched it yet because I was gonna read it. So
that's fine.
That's why
I read the
haven't
book
watched it
after watching the movie. Had no issue.
You have not read the book yet.
I have read the book. It's a very
Don't lie to the people.
It's a very interesting style that they do in the book. They do it in the same way in the movie, where it follows each character. It doesn't. It's not like a cohesive, like straight storyline. I do like that. It's kind of similar to the writing of George R. R. Martin for Game of Thrones. He doesn't write like a straight story. He writes in each character's point of view. Some people don't like that, and that's fine. It's not really cohesive, but I do tend to enjoy that probably more because it's easier to read. You can take breaks, and I definitely take breaks when I read. But Gone Girl, by far my favorite movie of the year. I think it's a masterpiece. David Fincher does no wrong. Pretty much how I feel about that. You guys have
Who baby crying?
You can hear that? That's unfortunate. It's definitely come up. Anyways, you guys have anything else to say about Gone Girl?
I have to no, but I do. First of all, I don't think 2014 was a good year. But Tony, what were you gonna say?
I was just saying, I just want to see it because I heard some chick in there has some nice ass tits. That's all I know.
Who?
What's her name? She's from that music video with Robin Thicke. What's her name? Emily Ratajkowski.
She's in that?
Yeah, she's only in it to take her top off, like real quick. That's it.
Like, is it magical?
I'll send you the link. It's fine.
Oh, I love you.
Yeah, I'll send you the link.
He just okay.
It's nothing special. She's naked.
Oh, really?
She kind of looks like Victoria Justice.
Yeah, but definitely hotter. But anyways, we'll move on from our best movies of the year, and we're going to go into our most disappointing in anything entertainment-wise this year. I feel like there's a couple things that are going to come up, be expected. Something that rhymes with Mestiny. That's probably going to come up. So
Destiny?
Destiny. I said.
Don't get me started, motherfuckers.
Wait, we're talking about video games now?
No, we're going to talk about our most disappointing things in entertainment this year. Tyler, you might want to talk about, I guess, in general, you didn't like 2014 for movies. Tony, I feel like I know what you might want to talk about. I know what I kind of want to talk about. What was that, Tyler?
Okay.
We're just going to talk about, in general, our most disappointing thing in entertainment this year. Be it book, video game, movie, TV, doesn't matter. We're going to start with Tony because he didn't get to do a top 5 list. So Tony gets to lead us off.
What's the biggest disappointment?
Biggest disappointment.
Entertainment of the year.
Could be movie, video game, TV, books, comics. I don't give a shit.
Miley Cyrus.
Yes.
Definitely going to be Justin Bieber. Definitely disappointing.
Biggest disappointment. Damn.
Come on.
Obama. I mean, honestly.
Obama.
He said you ain't
You're gonna get this podcast flagged by the CIA.
I know, right?
No.
I mean, my biggest disappointment is in y'all. I mean, not believing in destiny. That's all I got to say.
Oh God. Are we doing Destiny? Please let me destroy this. Is that the route we're going right now? Because
it depends if whatever Tony wants to pick is most. If he wants to go Obama, I guess Obama just.
I mean, like I can't go with movies because I really haven't seen enough movies in 2014 to even say there's a big disappointment. I mean, Destiny. I mean, I
who
wouldn't say
came
it's
out
a
with some
disappointment.
albums this year? Anyone?
Nobody relevant.
Hey, that one dude came out after that Ferguson. Like rapper.
Are we talking news?
No. All right. So,
He was quick to jump on that bandwagon. Go to somebody else. I'll think of something. Just go.
All right.
Yeah.
Tyler, you go first.
Destiny, dude. That was the worst thing ever. Like, ever.
All right.
The game was garbage.
Don't know what Destiny is. It's a piece of trash that comes in a CD that you can put in your Xbox, and it tries
I don't know what you're talking about. I still own it. I still think it's the greatest game ever. It's sitting on my shelf right now.
That's
collecting
horrible.
dust.
That's why it's sitting on your shelf.
All right. So Destiny, it's a game by Bungie. People made Halo. Phenomenon that happened early 2000, mid 2000, kind of fell off. I think Halo a little bit. Anyways, that's not their fault. They didn't make the last two, so it doesn't matter. But Bungie comes out with this massive massive blockbuster game that I think it's like a $500 million budget, something like that. I honestly don't remember. But it promised all this stuff, and I think the problem was that
Pinky promise.
I got really wrapped up in the hype, and I led Tyler to get into this hype.
You led me astray.
Tony likes the game. He's
I
disappointed.
really don't think he does. I think he just refuses to admit.
I refuse to admit because I paid money for this.
Yeah, he paid a lot of money. He bought the season pass.
Which I don't know why. They were like, you can get it for just a little bit more. I'm like, you know what? Go ahead. It's free.
$35. Yeah, I mean, look, it is one of the most disappointing things in my life.
You know what? I just think your guys didn't give it a chance. I mean, they didn't say that
they were gonna.
They didn't say that they didn't say they were gonna have everything in it at the beginning. I mean,
what are you paying $60 for? How about having
they're doing patches constantly every month. I mean, they got voice chat now. I mean,
does he like it or hate it? I don't know.
They're gonna have matchmaking.
I think he has buyer's regret or remorse or whatever.
It's gonna have matchmaking. I mean, you did give it a chance. I mean, really.
There's no matchmaking for raids. All right. Okay. Tyler and I absolutely hate this game.
After a month of playing it, you can literally get on once a week, do like 3 missions, and that's it till next week. So it was garbage.
Okay, for anybody that wants to know the story about this game, there is none. Don't worry about it. Doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Someone explained it to me online, but I don't think they knew what it was either.
I mean,
they're like, read the lore. Get on Bungie.
Read the lore.
It's just a disaster. I hated Destiny, even though I played it so much. I don't even know why. It was fun to talk to you guys while we were playing. That was cool. There were some cool moments, I guess.
Alright, the raid was cool. But once you beat it, like, that was
cool.
it. So.
It was fun meeting some of the people we played with. Like, Tyler and I did random group up with people.
Yeah, we met some homies.
Talking to some interesting people. I mean, there was some cool stuff going on, sure. No doubt. I won't
Wait, we met really ass people, actually.
You're right.
Tyler met some bitches.
Let's not. Okay. All right. Wrap that shit up. All right.
Exactly. Remember that. Wrap that up.
The gameplay though, like, can we admit the gameplay was all right? Because I think the gameplay was all right.
I mean, literally, the gameplay was cool. It's just the only issue is that they promised all these things and it didn't deliver.
It felt really good to play, but there was nothing to do. Like, that's my biggest issue with the game. You can't make that game and not have anything. Like, there was just not much to do. Really, really just cut the game off. And now they've added DLC, which is whatever. That's another tire topic. But they've added content.
It's added gameplay. All right.
They've added expansion.
It's added detail to the game.
I mean, it's just not.
They make it greater and greater every month.
There's just nothing there for me. I don't think it's interesting. They added playlist stuff. Like, they added the Iron Banner playlist to make the Crucible cooler.
It was trash.
It did nothing. Like, it's just really disappointing. And that's, I mean, we can pretty much table it there that Tyler and I absolutely hated it. Tony wants us to love it. We didn't, so it caused him to dislike it. That's pretty much where I feel like it stands.
What?
I mean, Tony, you liked it, right? Like, you like it.
No, yeah, I mean, it's
all right,
cool
it was kind of
fun,
but yeah, after like playing it for 2 weeks, you're like, okay, this game kind of sucks.
I mean, maybe
people beat it during the beta, remember?
Yeah, maybe. Well, no, that's not happened. You couldn't beat it in the beta. You got to the end of it.
Well, you got
the end of it. Okay. But maybe we just played it wrong. Maybe we shouldn't have put so much time into it. But that maybe was our issue. I don't know. I just don't think
we're just not those hardcore, Halo fans. We can't, grind like that.
Dude, there's not even grinding.
We're grinding.
Like, I don't know. I don't want to get into it because we're just gonna keep rambling about how much I like it, how much there wasn't to like about it, but we didn't. Really
I don't know if stop it. I said it was the greatest game ever.
Anyways, we'll move on. Tyler's biggest disappointment of the year by far is Destiny. Mine is gonna be Interstellar. It's not even close. I think Interstellar is almost garbage. I know you both haven't seen Interstellar.
You're gonna make some people angry.
That's fine. I'll even make the title of the video Interstellar is garbage. I don't care. I think Interstellar is one of the worst. Wait, bet what?
Okay.
Wait, what?
Keep going. Bet you won't make it that.
I bet I will. When I cut this down and we talk about disappointments, I will definitely make the title Destiny and Interstellar worst things of the year.
Let's talk about practice?
I'll practice.
Wait, but that's like not even what we talked about for this whole podcast.
No. Are we really going to talk about this now? I'm going to cut the parts. Like, I'm going to cut the top 5 and make it its own thing. Like, I mean, we're ruining the illusion. I might just cut this. But it's whatever. That's what we'll do. Anyways, Interstellar is by far one of the most disappointing things of the year to me, if not the most. I think it's the most. Destiny's right there with it. I probably would have said Destiny if Tyler, for some reason, didn't say Destiny. But Interstellar is just. It's so bad. Like, I don't understand why people like it. Like, visually it's fine. Visually it looks good. But it's the same people that say Avatar is just visuals. I mean, I don't get the logic. Avatar's story is tight. There's not really any plot holes. Like, it's just done.
What holes?
Right. Plot holes.
Were you talking about holes just now?
Yes, I was talking about Holes, which is another good movie, Shia LaBeouf. Anyways, the story is real tight in Avatar, okay? Like, there's not a lot of plot holes.
Is he still a thing?
Avatar?
He was in Fury.
Hey, he was good. He was good in Fury.
He said Shiloh LaBeouf.
He was good in that. Interstellar, though. Interstellar's plot is all over the place. It does the stupid time travel stuff that I just can't stand, where like the person goes into the future and then goes back to make them do the thing in the future. None of that makes sense to me. The whole whole fifth dimension being love, garbage.
What the hell?
You'll see when you watch it. It's just, and what I don't understand is people will say it's great, and I feel like those people just think Christopher Nolan's a god, and it's not fair to say because Tyler, you love Brad Pitt, right? You think he's a great actor.
I do have affection for Brad Pitt.
Okay, yeah. And you respect David Fincher, right? Like, you think he's a really good working director.
Yeah, he's a beast.
Yeah. But do you like Curious Case of Benjamin Button?
I didn't watch that because I have testicles.
Okay, Curious Case of Benjamin Button is awful. And it's my same logic. David Fincher is my favorite director right now, for sure. I'm not going to give... he made one horrible movie, but I will not give that a pass. Like, I'll still bring up the fact that I think Curious Case of Benjamin Button is bad. And I'll bring up Interstellar is bad for Christmas.
I bet you wouldn't say that to my mom, though. I bet you she would prove you wrong.
Does she like Curious Case of Benjamin Button?
Oh, my God. You know why?
Brad Pitt?
Yeah, man.
Look, Brad Pitt's fine in it, I guess.
Is he naked in that movie?
Yeah, kind of.
Is he?
Kind of. We're not focusing on the right stuff. We got to focus on Interstellar.
Wait, Tristan, you watched him naked?
I mean, he's naked in a lot of movies. Naked in Fury.
Well, okay.
Wasn't he in a movie based off your name or something like that?
God, we
yeah,
really
Legends of the Fall.
There it is. His name is Tristan, right?
That was my nickname in.
Wait, he was based off Tristan's name?
Yeah,
no, Tristan was based off his name.
Tristan, you're a legend.
I'm Legend of the Fall.
His mom watched that movie and she was like, "Oh my God, I want
No, she
Tristan."
says that's not true, and I'd like.
My underwear is so wet.
Sploosh.
Anyway, just gonna wrap it up. Not gonna talk about more because there's nothing to talk about because you guys haven't seen it. Interstellar, most disappointing movie of the year. That's it.
This is what I'll say about Interstellar real quick though. Time travel movies. This goes out to those directors that are listening. If you guys are gonna do time travel movies, you need to get your shit right. Go talk to Futurama people. Go talk to someone because Looper had problems. Edge of Tomorrow had problems. Interstellar had problems. If you're doing time travel, you gotta do it right because I'm watching it.
Do it right? Like, can you name an example?
I mean,
hold on. Okay. Well, no, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Well, you threw
you
us
now.
I know I did.
We don't hear that much. Go ahead, Tony.
Well, no, I mean, okay, there was on the Edge of Tomorrow. The one thing,
The edge of my D.
that kind of threw it out. Well, especially for me and Morgan, like she got super confused at the end.
Why'd he go back 2 days?
Yeah, why did he go back to the beginning, like on the helicopter at the end, and then they find out that the Omega's dead? It's like them, like okay, so how does that
didn't
work?
make any sense.
That made no sense whatsoever. And like I was trying to explain to Morgan, and she was like, "You're wrong. That makes no sense." I was like, "You know what? You're right."
All right, listen. Here's my logic on that. Okay, he inherits the blood of the Omega, so he ends up becoming the Omega essentially. What happens is they take him back to when he's at the safest so he can prevent his death because they think he's dead.
Who takes who back?
That's just how the magic works. I can't explain it past that. It's the blood. It's the blood thing. Like
I know,
the Omega resets.
But that makes no sense then. The Omega is dead, so how?
How does it reset?
Yes.
It's the blood,
so he would reset himself.
Right, he does reset himself. That's why he resets constantly.
So he could go to any point in history and he decides to just
No. It's not how. That's not how the power works. I think the power works as prevention. Like, cause they got.
Are we about to dive into this real quick? Because I mean, I could
No,
just.
we definitely shouldn't dive into this because it's not on topic. I don't want to like try to edit this shit out of the topic.
We're not editing anything.
I'm editing it. I'm doing all the work. Like you guys like say, let's do a podcast, but Tristan does all the work. I just want to be the entertainer. That's basically what. So.
Anywho's.
All right, you want to table disappointments and then just go on to the problem of Edge of Tomorrow?
No, I just want to know what y'all's thought on it. I mean,
okay, here's my problem. Okay, Tom Cruise, he kills a thing, and it just so happens it bleeds on him, so he gets the powers. So now, okay, I don't even want to say how stupid it is to send your minions with time travel ability to the front lines, and if they die, you lose your time travel powers. And it's not even time travel powers; it's day reset powers.
Well,
so it's like
said,
completely
it's
different.
Method. Like it's a prevention method. That's all it is.
But why? Okay, that's okay. I'm not arguing that because that's just like beyond stupid, and I think it's like kind of small, anyways. Secondly, okay, so Tom Cruise has the day reset power, so that means the other things don't have the power anymore.
Well, no. The thing is, he becomes an alpha to the Omega, right? That's why the Omega is looking for him, because the Omega just resets the day when the alpha dies, and he becomes the alpha. So when he gets that power and he's on the field and he dies, the Omega assumes it's an alpha. But when it realizes the problems keep happening and where they're dying at, and they know it can't be an alpha, so Omega then sends him images to say, go to this dam. That's why there's an ambush at this dam. And when that happens,
you're missing my question. Okay. Whenever he has the powers, do they have the powers as well?
The other alphas do, but that alpha that had he becomes an alpha to the army basically. There's alphas.
Okay, so then they're just they would be infinitely stuck resetting the day over and over and over.
Correct.
If they both have the power, but that didn't happen.
If they kill him.
Right.
Right.
But that didn't happen. They weren't infinitely stuck resetting the day.
Yeah, but you're right.
Unless whenever he kills them, he literally gets the powers, and they do not have it anymore.
That's what I think it is. Even though I still kind of think it might be the Omega reset. But I'm not.
So if that's the case, that movie's just ass. Like I can't. That's one of the things. Like the details in the movie, like really make the movie. And I watched it like 2 weeks ago, but I still can't. I don't really remember details. I just know there's some weird plot flaws in that movie that made me. And okay, I don't go like searching for plot flaws. I'm just watching the movie, and I'm just like, this is really weird. Why is this not making sense or whatever?
Yeah, I don't
what was that?
Any of it, to be honest, at this point. I used to understand it. Now I don't.
Well, I mean, in the movie, they said they felt like they let them win, one battle that they were fighting, because now every time whenever they showed up at the beach, they already knew they were there and they were getting slaughtered. I mean.
Okay, according to this site, screenrant.com/Edge of Tomorrow's ending spoilers time travel. At the time of his first death, Cage is drenched in the blood of a dying mimic alpha, essentially giving him the Omega's time control ability. So he basically inherits the ability.
But do they still have it?
Yeah, no. The pair, I guess they say in there that the pair comes to the conclusion that only one organism can be in charge of the reset at any given time. Meaning that when Rita acquired the ability, the Omega no longer had control, and then also when Cage got it, means the Omega had no more. Does that make sense? There's only one person that can reset at a time.
I don't know, because the more I try to explain it, the more it's gonna sound like an idiot.
Yeah, if that was the case, then I can't remember, but there was a really weird issue if Tom Cruise could reset it, but they didn't have the powers.
They didn't have the power to reset. That's why they sent him visions to go basically capture him, so they get the reset power back. It's whatever. It's okay. We'll move on. We'll table it. We'll go to our biggest surprises of the year in anything entertainment related, video games, movies.
Surprises?
Right. Biggest surprise of the year.
Tony, you can go.
God, I don't know. I don't pay attention to life.
Tony, what? Anything in life, biggest surprises entertainment wise? Houston Texans not making the playoffs. That's a surprise.
You know what? I don't want to talk about this right now. Okay.
I mean, just anything you played this year that you or watched this year that you didn't have hope for, but turned out to be awesome. Maybe 22 Jump Street. Maybe you thought it was gonna be bad, turned out to be great. I mean, it's your call.
No, I knew it was going to be great because you. Come on.
Channing Tatum.
Yes.
Respect.
The man is a legend. God, a game that I played.
It doesn't even have to be from this year. Anything that happened this year, entertainment wise, to you. Like if you watched an older movie that you thought looked dog shit, turned out to be great, something like that.
Man, you acting like I watch movies though.
I'm just saying anything in entertainment. You could have read a pamphlet that sounded cool. I don't know.
I mean, you can get me on some porn, and then I could tell you. But I mean,
Jesus.
Christy Mack.
boom.
Dude, rest in peace.
Dude, I'm still waiting for her to come back. Like, can she hurry up? She's like milking this thing big time. It's time. Like,
I mean, she got her face shattered. I guess she should just.
How long does it take to fix?
It takes a while to heal, dude.
There's millions of people out there waiting. Okay.
Millions. I mean, you're probably right. I'm probably not wrong.
You want
I
me to
mean, big surprise is 2K15 is actually decent.
So I mean, 2K14 was so bad, it was almost unplayable on the Xbox One. I'm really happy that it's actually playable for you. 2K15 is because 2K14, NBA 2K14 was like.
Yeah, this one's actually it's pretty cool. It's kind of how's
the physics engine? Like, do you bump people and fall over? Because it's killing me in Madden right
now. No, well, I mean, every time you go up, trying to run up the lane and somebody bumps you, you feel everything on the controller. It vibrates. It's cool. I mean, it lets you know. And if you do get knocked down, you feel it.
Solid.
Everybody flops. Not everybody flops. It's not that bad.
And you're actually enjoying the story kind of stuff like that?
I'm not really paying attention because I'm talking to y'all. So, but no, yeah, I get it. I mean, it kind of does have that rival aspect now that I'm on a team. Now I see what you're saying, but it's not like anything too crazy. It's pretty much you're competing to get in the starting lineup. One of the starters on the team is kind of being your mentor, teaching you how to work as a team and team chemistry and that kind of bullshit. So I mean, I kind of get it. But when you're in the game and you controlling yourself, it's fluid. I mean, it's not hard, but it's challenging. I mean, it could be a lot worse.
NBA 2K games are always pretty difficult. I feel like, or at least for me, I'm not very good at them. But
well, neither am I. But I mean, I'm getting stuff done, and it doesn't feel impossible. I mean, all you got. And also depends on who you pick. I mean, I picked the shooting guard, so I'm raw as shit. I'm over here making shots, missed it anyways. But that's all I can pull out because I really can't think of anything. So on to whoever else.
All right, Tyler, you can go ahead to your biggest surprise now. We got 2K15. NBA 2K15 is our first.
My biggest surprise is also like one of my biggest disappointments. So, yeah, it would be the fappening.
Jesus Christ!
Jesus Christ. I totally forgot about this.
I'm not even talking about it.
Because I was like, thought that they were going to be releasing some stuff I wanted to see. And they did release some stuff I wanted to see, but like they made it was like mostly Jennifer Lawrence, let's be honest.
And
they did have some other people.
Jennifer Lawrence.
And I've already established it. And well, okay, yes, everyone's already seen her naked before, so that was kind of like meh. They did do Ali and AJ Machaka, whatever their names are.
Yo, I'm gonna have to edit this out. Like, I'm not gonna put this out.
Are you not?
Is your biggest surprise the fappening? Really? I mean, if you want people to immediately hate you, that's fine. I'm just not gonna say it's the biggest surprise. It was a surprise.
We're gonna be the edgy podcast.
You can be all edge all you want. I'm not gonna say that's my biggest surprise.
I never edge.
Never. That was good. Nice play on words.
Wow.
All right, so that's as far as we'll go into that, so we don't have to edit it out. Tristan.
My biggest surprise of the year. I mean,
LeBron James.
Everything was completely disappointing.
Lance Stevenson whispering in LeBron's ear.
Biggest surprise of the year. I guess I would say Final Fantasy X. It's the first time I ever played it, and it's actually pretty awesome.
Oh, I
Outside of
told you it was awesome. Like a long
yeah,
ass
I
time
didn't
ago.
believe you. Look kind of dumb. The laughing, or whatever the hell they do. I'm not a big fan. But
When does that game come out?
came out 2001. But the HD came out today, or not today, but
Oh,
this year.
Came out 2004. What are you talking about?
Oh, it came out 2000. No, it came out 2002 or three, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Yeah, Final Fantasy 12 came out like 2000. But um, that was a big surprise, I guess, just in general. But biggest surprise outside of that probably would be Edge of Tomorrow because it looked awful. And I'm already a Tom Cruise fan, so I was going to see it anyways. And I watch every movie, so it's not a big deal. But it was actually entertaining, and it was kind of cool to watch. And I didn't really think Emily Blunt could play like this action chick role because she's always kind of like a sarcastic side chick, not side chick like you know the other term like side bitch or whatever. But like she's more like always just like kind of there and on screen, always to make a sarcastic comment, like in The Devil Wears Prada, Looper, she's like that, stuff like that. She's always just a side character who's never really grabbed me as the main character. She was in that movie with Jason Segel, I think the
who are
5 Year
we
Engagement.
talking about?
Emily Blunt.
Emily Blunt.
Oh, dude, I just
She's
figured out about her. She is hotter than Zoe Jason now.
okay. I agree with that. She's really, really attractive, but I mean, she's just never really stood out like any of the movies. She's always been kind of the side sarcastic chick. But in this one, she played this badass super well, and that was good to see. So I mean, that movie in general was just a major, major surprise. And I'm gonna stand
What
by Edge of
movies
Tomorrow.
are she in?
She's in Edge of Tomorrow, 5 Year Engagement, Devil Wears Prada. She's in. I still don't think that
Wait,
even comes to mind. What else? Oh, she's in
this
Looper.
might not be the person I was thinking about.
She's in Looper.
Yeah, this isn't the person I was thinking about.
Who are you thinking about?
Emily something.
Emily what?
I'll find her.
Emily McBride?
No, she looks like the girl from the BioShock game.
Emily Ratajkowski?
No.
Emily Kinney?
You know, it might not even be Emily's, so
She looks like the chick from Bioshock. Is she a chick in Sin City?
no.
Emily Green.
No.
Eva Green?
Stop. You know the girl from BioShock with blue eyes and black hair, brown hair?
Yes.
Emily Rudd.
Oh, did you say
Emily-
Eva Green or Eva? Whatever the fuck it's called.
Emily.
Eva
Emily
Green
Rudd?
is from Sin City.
Who the hell
Okay,
is
that's
Emily
what-
Rudd, Tyler?
Is she not popular? Is that
She has
creepy?
like 30.7 thousand followers on Instagram, but I don't know who she is. She's not on IMDb page. She's not anything.
Well then.
Who are you talking about?
I'm definitely talking about her.
Emily Rudd. From Our Idiot Brother.
Is she?
No,
Go to
she's-
images.
She's not in that. I'm looking at
Look.
Emily Rudd right now.
I can see it. No, click
Oh.
on images.
Oh, I forgot. You can actually look at my screen right now.
No.
That's not her?
All right. Yeah. So stop. Go back. What are you doing? Go. Okay. See bottom left. One more left. Up. Right. Blue shirt. No. Down. Stop. Right there. That she looks like the girl. No. Up one. Right there. She looks like the girl from BioShock.
That chick, this random chick with like 31,000 followers on Instagram, you just became aware of this year. Who is she?
I don't know, dude. I saw her on Reddit, and she was like, looked like the exact girl from BioShock.
I mean, she did pop up with, I think, Our Gentleman Boners.
What's the girl's name from BioShock Infinite?
Elizabeth.
Yeah, dude. She looks exactly like her.
This is a picture you saw?
No, the one you had clicked.
Okay, whatever.
Right
We're done with
before.
this. This is stupid. I don't know who this is. Why did you just find her? Because of
I
Reddit?
literally just explained the origins.
Yeah, I just quit listening the moment you brought her up. I've never heard of this person. Emily Rudd. Well, this podcast went down here real quick. Started off so well. Biggest surprise at this point we shouldn't even brought up. Okay, you guys ready to talk about what we are most anticipating for 2015? And the way we'll do this is we'll just do three. I'll name one. Tyler, you can go. Then Tony, you can go. Then I'll go again. And that'll give us like 9. Solid number right there. And this will be our most anticipated of 2015.
Okay.
And this
You're gonna
is
be the
anything.
editing master.
This is video game. This is movies in general. Okay, anything doesn't matter. Most anticipated for me. Oh, also if
Let
someone's
Tony go first. I
Okay,
like when Tony goes because I can't do any worse. You know.
yeah, I got you.
Like,
All right, Tony will go first. It'll end on me. Tony, Tyler, Tristan. Is that actually alphabetical?
Yes.
It's not alphabetical. It doesn't
No.
matter. Um,
Final Fantasy Type Zero.
oh, solid. I'm
Wow.
actually really anticipating that game. So that's glad you mentioned it. It brings up another point. Let's not cross over. Like, if one of us says something, let's just talk about it, and let's just not waste another pick. Let's just keep trying to think of different things so we can talk about other stuff. But Type Zero, I'm very looking forward to it. I don't know anything about the game. I know it was a remake of a PlayStation P game. Is that right, Tony? Or was it a Vita?
It was actually, I think, a mobile game.
Was it a mobile game? It might have been.
Yeah,
Them
I think it was
Japanese
a
are
mobile game.
crazy.
Yeah.
But I'm excited for that. Haven't played a Final Fantasy game I've enjoyed outside of 10 HD since Final Fantasy 12, and we had 13, 13-2, 13-3. I guess you can count Final Fantasy 14. I like Final Fantasy 14 a lot. But I'm really excited. I don't know anything about it though. Do you know if it's like turn-based or is it like pure
Well,
fighting?
that's the deal. I think it was a card-based game.
Card-based? Alright, I'm
Yeah,
losing
but I don't.
anticipation.
Well, no, but I don't think I don't think they stuck with that. I think they changed it. I think in early development, it was. Yeah, it was a mobile game, mobile phone game. Um,
Oh, it says action role-playing game. So, we might get something like Crisis Core on the console, which would be super cool. I'll look forward to
yeah.
that. Okay, solid pick. I can commend you for that. Tyler, you go ahead.
Yeah. Fuck you, Tyler.
I'm looking forward to the SpongeBob movie.
Interesting you say that. I kind of am too. It has the original guy coming back from the original SpongeBob show. SpongeBob gets a bad rap for being a dumb kid show, but it's actually, some of it was pretty clever. So I'm glad to see that they're remaking, or not.
Well, yeah, because
remaking.
it had adult humor though. That's why though.
Yeah, I'm glad to see they're making a new movie. I'm a little iffy about it based on the trailer. Like Antonio Banderas looks horrible. I don't even know why he's still acting at this point. Like last thing he was good in was
Hey,
like
you better leave Zora
Mariachi.
alone, motherfucker.
All right, that's fair. I guess Zora was okay. There's that coming.
SpongeBob
Though.
is jacked in this movie.
Yeah, you see that. That's interesting. And I think all the original voice actors and stuff are back, so that's definitely a bonus. I don't know. Maybe it'll be good. Hopefully it'll be good. The trailer looks horrible, but I've been wrong before based on a trailer. So that's an interesting pick, Tyler. I'm glad we brought it up to talk about.
Tyler didn't really talk, so.
My most anticipated. Tyler, you got anything else to say about the SpongeBob movie?
They have really cool movie posters that I'm looking at right now, and I want all of them.
That's interesting. He's anticipating the poster as much as the movie.
Dude, all of them are jacked. Like, they're all decent.
Okay.
SpongeBob, Patrick
So-
doing too much HGH.
SpongeBob Alpha.
He probably needs to stop. Plankton looks like the Incredible Hulk, which is really cool. Plankton's gonna just decimate some people, hopefully.
Oh yeah, I forgot Plankton's even. Yeah, I don't know. Good to see. Glad to see. Hopefully it's good. I mean, I do like the original SpongeBob SquarePants movie, but it was the last thing I saw of SpongeBob that was any good. So maybe this will be good too. I don't know.
Like I was saying, when I was young, I loved SpongeBob. Then I got a little older, I was like, oh, SpongeBob's gay, you know. But SpongeBob has a lot of adult humor in it, and it's actually really funny.
Yeah, and it has the people coming back that matters. It has the main voices. That's really all that matters to me, personally.
If they come out with a good SpongeBob game, that'll be cool.
I like how that makes Sandy just like a normal, like
like an actual squirrel.
Squirrel? That's fucking hilarious.
That comes out February. That's a risky year. February is typically the horrible movies, like January. But maybe it'll be good. Maybe it'll be fun, something fun to watch in February. February typically is hard.
I'm surprised I haven't even heard like that they were making a new movie because I know.
Yeah, I think it got announced and just like forgot about it immediately. Like, really, SpongeBob still a thing? But I mean, it has the people coming back. That's really what matters. So maybe it'll be good. We'll move on from SpongeBob. I think is it Sponge Out of Water? Yeah, Sponge Out of Water. Move on from that. It's the most anticipated. Surprisingly, putting us on this list. But we'll go to mine. I'm gonna say Batman: Arkham Knight. I have a little trepidation with it because it seems like they're focusing a lot on the Batmobile. Trepidation, like some worry. I think I don't know, but I'm kind of.
Go ahead.
I'm kind of nervous because they've been focusing so much on the Batmobile, and I don't want to be Batman in a Batmobile. And the Arkham Knight character looks super cool. I don't know anything about him. Maybe he's a bad guy. Maybe he's a good guy. Really, I don't know. But I'm really interested, and it's coming out specifically on the Xbox One and PS4, which has me excited. I want games to be focused only on the new consoles, kind of get rid of the old consoles. So hopefully it's good. I don't know. You
Who's the
guys,
bad guy?
Arkham Knight, maybe. I'm not sure who the bad guy is, but are you guys excited?
Not
Yeah,
really.
I just want there to be something to play. Hopefully. I
All
don't
right.
know.
I mean, that's what I'm not because I feel. I mean, and you know, I love Batman, and I got all the games. I just feel like it's gonna be just like the other ones.
Well, my thing
Yeah,
is,
I mean that is true. Like it's like you said, Assassin's Creed. Like, it's fun, but it loses its novelty
I
after like.
mean, but guys, it's been 2 years each game, like 2 years between each game, and the last one wasn't even made by these people. Like the last
I
one was Arkham Origins, and I mean,
I
Tony,
know
you
that,
played that.
but still, I mean, even the ones that were made by different people was still almost the same exact game.
Yeah, it was literally the same thing.
I don't know. I have a lot of hope. I only played Arkham Asylum City, so maybe I don't know. I just want to be Batman, and I'm fine with that. And it's designed only for the new consoles, so that's something to be excited about. Definitely look forward to that. Tony, if you want to give us your next most anticipated.
Um. Oh yes, the season premiere of Arrow and Flash. I want that to come back like real soon.
Like the
So
mid-season premieres or like the new season after this
nah, the mid season. I'm
one?
psyched
Okay.
for that shit.
I'm glad you like Arrow and Flash because I personally won't ever watch
Oh, I know you won't.
it. Tony or Tyler, do you care or acknowledge Arrow and Flash, the shows?
I hear they're supposed to be good, but I mean, there's just
CW.
too much stuff to watch.
CW.
Yeah, there's that too.
Um, I don't know. Tony really likes it. My dad really likes it. I've heard really good things about Arrow. I will sit down and watch it one day. I promise, Tony. I don't know about
I mean, how
Flash.
can you watch that when you have HBO killing the game right now? Like,
Yeah, I hear what you're saying.
I don't have HBO, bitch. That's why.
Oh, we'll bring this up later. That's fine. Tyler, you can go next.
um, what?
Or no, Tony, what are you most anticipated about it? I guess. Like, why are you excited?
Just because God, I can never say his name right. Rajan
Arrow?
Ghul
Ra's al
fucked
Ghul.
fucked up the Arrow. Well, Oliver Queen fucked him up, even though he really didn't. Well, if you haven't watched it by now, if you don't watch the show, fuck y'all. But he supposedly killed, Oliver, but he really doesn't.
Okay.
I want to see where they're gonna go with it. Flash, I just like it because it's kind of fun. They're two different worlds. Arrow's more dark and gritty, and then the Flash is
Arrow's
more,
kind of fun.
upbeat and I don't know. It's pretty cool. It's good.
Yeah,
It's like night.
I
It's like night and
do.
day.
I do want to check them out because they do look interesting, and I would like to support like comic book shows because they don't really. Wasn't bad, but
Tony just shit on everyone.
I know, right? He's like, if you haven't seen it, fuck you. You're gonna learn. Like Sixth Sense, Bruce Willis is
Literally.
dead the whole time. Like he just doesn't care. He's gonna let everybody know what's going on. But yeah, those should be good. Hopefully, I mean, has there been a lull in any of the seasons, or they've all been pretty consistent?
I'm sorry. Say that again.
Has it like any of the seasons been like, or like parts of the seasons been just kind of like awful, or they've all been pretty good so far?
Uh, with any show, there's gonna be like
Lulls.
one or two episodes that are kind of but no, I mean Arrow stays pretty with it. I can't say that there was one episode that was kind of Flash. It's more on the goofy side.
It's more
On the
Marvel
goofy
than
side.
DC.
No, it's not more Marvel. I get what you're saying because Marvel's,
Lighthearted.
yeah, but it's also dark in a sense, but not too hardcore.
I gotcha. All right, Tyler, you're most anticipated next.
Okay, I just knew it.
All right.
Oh, I want to see the Luke Cage Netflix TV series, dude.
That's gonna be
I want
hopefully
them
pretty
to.
cool.
I hope they do good because Luke Cage, probably, if you're not into that stuff, Luke Cage is like one of the coolest Marvel characters who gets no like screen time or whatever. I don't know. He's really cool. His power is you like can't cut his skin. It's not even that cool, but he's just really cool. And if they do it right, it won't be over the top like with Flash. You don't have to really worry about doing too much because he's kind of like a normal person. And a lot of his problems, since it's Marvel especially, is like government related. And I don't know, if they do it good, it'll be really really cool. But I have no idea where they're even gonna start. If they're gonna put him in the new Avengers, if they're gonna have Jessica, like a big character in his show or what. I don't know. I have no
Okay.
idea.
From what I was reading, it seems like he was casted in the show of AKA Jessica Jones, where Jessica Jones is the main character, and he gets his own show later.
Hmm.
I don't know if that's right or not. I know the show AKA Jessica Jones comes out this year, and he's casted in it. I think his name's Mike Coulter. You might know him from Men in Black 3. He's Will Smith's
He's.
dad.
Mm,
So he was. I mean, he's a solid face. I don't know anything about Luke Cage or any of that, so I don't know if he actually looks the part. But I am very excited to see how this works because Netflix shows for the most part are all pretty good. You got like Orange is the New Black, which is really good. You got. I think you hate it though, don't you?
stop.
Yeah.
I don't hate it, but I mean it's pretty
Yeah,
bad.
you
Like
got House of Cards, which I think is excellent. I'm watching Marco Polo right now, finally, and that show is actually really good, surprisingly.
I heard it's really shitty.
Really, I think it's really good so far. Maybe it's just because I'm into that type of stuff. I don't know, but right now I'm into it. Maybe I'll lose it. I don't know, but I'm interested to see how that works. I'm kind of hoping they go gritty, like dark, like
Yes.
show like not murder, but like I want to see blood. I want to see real like not violence, I guess, but like I want to see real
I really
conflicts.
want to see people die.
I don't mean it like that, but it's just interesting because I don't know. I'm just really interested to see how it works because it's new. It's a Netflix doing it. This is like the first non-cable superhero show I think since Spawn, HBO's Spawn show. So
Mm.
maybe this will be awesome. I don't know. Tony, are you excited?
I was
Before
not
we,
even paying attention.
he's black. He's black.
Yeah, Luke Cage is black. Tony,
Like
is
the
he
name sounds familiar, but I don't know. I don't think I
is
know.
he now your second favorite superhero besides Black Panther?
Black Panther is not even black. He's actually like Brazilian.
Oh
Uh, I'm just
shit.
fucking with you. I don't think that's true.
I think he's from his own country, not Brazilian.
Um, I don't, like I said, I don't really know who it is, so I really can't say I'm excited for it.
Okay, that's fair. I'm just excited for the format and the medium being Netflix. I'd like to see how it works. And plus, we get all, I think, 12, 10 episodes? I don't know. We get all the episodes at once. So that's good. We can binge watch it. Take no long time at all. My only issue is that, Tyler, you've read the comics, right? So you know he's married to Jessica Jones or whatever in the comics.
Yeah.
The woman playing Jessica Jones is Kristen Ritter.
Yes, dude. I think she's really good.
I hope so. I don't know how she'll be in this role, but I'm interested. This should be really good. That's a good thing to bring up. We'll go on to now my most anticipated, my next one. Um, do I want to game again? I'm gonna say Avengers slash Ant-Man. I'm
Dude.
really iffy about how they're gonna do Avengers 2 because for everything I've read, they're gonna kill someone or something's gonna happen. But I really hope they knock it out of the park because the first Avengers was so good, and I'm anticipating a little nervously Ant-Man because I had a lot of like fear with Guardians of the Galaxy being like not as cool of a property, and Ant-Man just seems real dumb. But it's Paul Rudd, so maybe it's super funny. But they got rid of Edgar Wright as the director, and I'm a big Edgar Wright fan with Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, all that stuff. So this is kind of like but I'm hoping those will both be good, and I'm very much looking forward to watching them. I just have a little nervousness, but I am very excited to see how they deliver both. Are you guys excited? Luke, Tony?
I mean,
Yeah.
I, t- I don't really get excited over that stuff because I just feel like it's probably gonna be garbage. So
Is that fair? I mean, Marvel really doesn't have made garbage, but I mean,
not garbage, but I mean, if you get excited, I feel like it's not gonna meet your expectations. So.
that's totally fair. That's definitely fair. I was nervous about the Avengers and it knocked it out of the park, so maybe I shouldn't be looking forward so much to Avengers 2, but it just seems like it's gonna be awesome. I mean, you got Ultron in. Ultron's a pretty cool villain, and it's voiced by James Spader, who's pretty badass in Blacklist. I don't know. I look forward to it. Tony, are you looking forward to these or?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I mean, I'm all about comic based movies and shows. So I mean, I'm gonna watch it regardless, even if it's horrible or not. I mean, I watched all the Incredible Hulks. I mean, and Spider Mans.
Yeah,
So
that's fair. Definitely fair.
It's
Those were
horrible.
pretty bad. Um,
and I just googled Luke Cage. I know who you're talking about. I didn't even know that was gonna be an
the show.
adaptation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there should be 4 coming out. It's gonna be AKA Jessica Jones, and I think Luke Cage gets his own show. Not for sure about that. Daredevil. Is it Iron Fist? Tyler, is that a name? Iron Fist. And
Yeah, what
then
about him?
I think Marvel Cinematic Universe is making shows, and I don't remember. They're making a Daredevil, which comes out next year, May 2015, and then Jessica Jones comes out sometime after that, and then it's Iron Fist. Oh, then Luke Cage gets his own show. He's gonna be in this one though, aka Jessica Jones. Luke Cage will be in this one, but then he gets his own show later, and then they get a collaboration show sometime in 2016, 2017. I don't know. It's gonna be the Defenders. So it's gonna be Luke
Yeah,
Cage,
I've heard
Iron
of
Fist,
Defenders.
Jessica Jones, and Daredevil together in the Defenders. So that'll
Yeah, because
come
they're
out
gonna make a
some
movie,
point.
the Defenders, aren't they?
I don't think so. Just from what I've read, they're going to make a short miniseries. It's supposed to be like 4 episodes. It's supposed to be kind of epic, I guess. I don't know if they'll bring in these people into the other Marvel stuff. Like, I don't know if we'll see these people in Agents of Shield or not. Probably not. I don't imagine we will. I don't think we'll see them in the movies. We
Terry
might
Crews
though.
is Luke Cage. No.
No, he's
No, it's someone else.
he's
Yeah.
happy for
No,
the
I
guy
know,
though.
I know, but he was saying he would be game to play, but I don't think that'll
Yeah,
fit.
he's too much of a face. I want lower people to be these guys, so I'm excited about that. Tony, go on with your. Is it Tony next or no? Yeah, Tony. What is your third and final most anticipated? Not something else.
God, I don't know, honestly. I was gonna say Cyborg, but I'm really not looking forward to that.
Is that coming out next year? No.
No, not next year. But I mean,
Okay.
that's the only thing that popped in my mind.
Um, the new Drake album. I don't know.
No, Durant actually being healthy.
That's definitely something to anticipate. Something I'm sure.
Kevin Durant, yeah, Kevin Durant being healthy.
Are the Olympics next year?
Olympics are not next year. Next year is
No.
2015. The Olympics are even years. I mean, is there any more games you're excited about? Like any games coming out next year?
I mean, I want Final Fantasy 15 to hurry up and come out.
That won't be next year. Sorry.
I know, but I'm just saying, I want it to hurry up and fucking hurry up. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe the expansion for 14, all about the dragons. Maybe that's
Oh
coming.
yeah, I mean, we gonna hop on that. We gonna get that.
Yeah,
Get that money.
yeah. All right, Tony wasted his pick then. Tyler, what are you most?
Hey, I had two good
anticipating?
ones, so go fuck yourself.
You're not even gonna say Star Wars, Tony, for your third?
Oh, I forgot. Is that out next year?
Yeah, Christmas.
Oh yeah, I'm down.
All right, Tony will say Star Wars, and I kind of forced him to say it because I didn't want to name it. And I didn't know Tyler was going to. So Star Wars, you guys are looking forward to Episode 7, like J.J. Abrams.
Oh yeah, I'm on J.J. Abrams' dick.
Yeah, that's pretty fair. Bad robot.
You're supposed to say no homo, but I didn't. All
You made it gay.
right, take it how you want. I don't care.
Okay.
I didn't. Well, like I said, I didn't say no homo, so I said you can take it how you want. Go fuck yourself.
Well, okay.
Tyler, you looking forward to Episode 7? I know you like Star Wars.
I do like Star Wars. Am I looking forward to it? When they rehash stuff and bring it back, and
No, okay.
I don't know.
Do you really feel like this is a rehash though, or is it just a continuation of a story?
Continuation.
dude,
I
no,
don't
they're
feel like
milking
it's
it,
a
dude. They're just
Do you-
milking it.
I'm disagreeing completely. I think the prequels was just milking it, but this one has me really excited. It has Abrams coming in, which he makes Star Trek basically Star Wars. Like the first 2 Star Trek movies he did were basically Star Wars movies. So I'm excited for that, and he seems to know what he's doing, at least from the teaser trailer. I think it's going to be hopefully the best Star Wars movie. Probably not. Probably still going to be Episode 5. I don't know, but it's got to be better than prequels. It's all that really matters, and I like to be in that universe, so I look forward to seeing that. Any more thoughts, or how you want to name your best one next?
I mean, I just think it's a money grab. So
I don't know why you're saying that, but I mean, it is what it is. You have your thoughts. We're not gonna argue about it.
we're not gonna argue about it on the podcast.
Well, okay.
I mean,
Why do you think
I
it's a
mean,
money grab?
there was always talk of there being a continuation of
Yeah, it was either George Lucas was gonna do it or someone else was. So why do you think it's a money grab?
Because a different company bought it and now they're making more.
That money grab though, or is that just doing what fans wanted the movie? Like they wanted more Star Wars. They wanted stuff with the
Dude,
different
everyone
cast.
hates the newest 3. I don't think they wanted any more.
Yeah, they did. Absolutely did. They hated the
Yeah, they
prequels,
did.
but they wanted the original
Yeah.
cast. Everybody is losing their mind over this new. You're the only one, and you're a Star Wars fan. I don't even like Star Wars though. Like I don't know why you're so.
Dude, movie 7.
Yeah,
7.
There's about to be 7 Fast and Furious. People want it.
And
Like,
yeah, Fast and Furious is horrible.
I mean, they're enjoyable, but
I do enjoy them.
yeah, I just don't. I don't get your issue. I mean, you're gonna see them. You're probably gonna like them. Like, why do you not want them?
I want it.
Or why do you think it's? Why do you think? I don't understand the money grab. I guess like, it just doesn't make sense. Why you think it? Because I mean, by that logic, isn't every movie a money grab? Like, obviously you're doing it to
No.
make money.
No, what? Listen, this is movie 7 bought by another company. George Lucas is not even directing it. It's just like they're just gonna make them until they drive them into the ground.
Okay, I won't disagree with that, but I don't think it's a money grab. I don't really think that's fair. I think they're gonna make a good movie. A money grab typically is a negative connotation. And I don't think this is gonna be negative. I think it's gonna be just positive. But
It might be good.
That's enough Star Wars. Tyler, you can name your next most anticipated.
I want to see the new South Park and the new Walking Dead.
That's pretty fair. Just
So-
gonna combo that. That's fine.
Yeah,
What are you looking forward to most about those?
Okay, first of all, The Walking Dead is pretty bad usually. Like, I don't know why I watch it, but I do watch it. But this last season, for some reason, it was good. They barely even progressed the story, but they just did good. I don't know why. Like, it was
I think
good,
it
but
helps
it was.
the fact that the problem with The Walking Dead is it's changed showrunners I think 4 times now or 3. So it's always just been kind of muddied and kind of messy. Especially that second season, that shit was brutal. Like the 4th season, I thought it was coming around finally. The 4th season, they definitely kind of fixed the issue with the 3rd season, but they started to make their own little issues. I have only seen the first 3 episodes of this 5th season. I already know what happens at the end of this so far of this 5th season. So
I haven't even watched this new season, so I don't even know what's going on.
yeah,
I know there's people been
about
talking about it, like it's
Yeah.
it's a good season.
we won't talk about the story or nothing, but it does so far seem really, really compelling, and it seems like they're finally getting shit together, and that's the most important thing. The problem with Walking Dead has just been so over the place with like the story or like the long chilling at a farmhouse for an entire season. Brutal.
I happen to
that
actually
means,
like
so
that
that
one,
means that means T Dog came back.
I know. I
but he's
wish.
dead.
And this is when I post a picture of me with T-Dog. Okay, South Park. Tyler, this last season, I think it was a really, really good comeback season for South Park. Past few seasons have been kind of, I don't think any South Park's bad. I think South Park's always pretty entertaining, and it seems to make really good commentary on situations going on. But this last season, I just think they knocked it out of the park. So, are you excited based on the fact this last season was so good, or just because you always look forward to South Park?
I thought this season was good, but I don't know how I feel about the continuing story. Like, I don't want to hate on it just because it's something new.
Yeah, it was
but
very different because this is the first time I think I've ever seen them actually carry on the entire season. Like Lord was in every episode, which was really kind of weird for South Park,
Yeah.
anyways. And even what the hell's Lord's or Stan's son? No wait, Stan the son?
Randy?
Randy's the dad. Stan's the son. With Stan, like he was having weird gender issues, like identity. That was even in the last episode still going on. So I was really confused that they kept all these stories together because this doesn't seem like South Park at all. But it worked for me because South Park's only 10 episodes, so it wasn't too bad, and it wasn't like the way they do their 3 episode arcs, which I just can't stand. I think those are the worst thing in South Park, like the Black Friday one, the Imagination Land, Cartoon Wars. I just don't like them. I like the one standalone episodes. I think that's where South Park works. I don't know how they're gonna do this next season. Hopefully, it's not. I don't know. Do you want another continuation season, or because this kind of worked for me? I don't know about you.
Oh, they don't have a lot of work doing it, so I give it a chance. They're funny. Honestly, South Park is just on such another level. Like, I would like to see them do a ton of stuff. I would like to see them do I would like to see them do like one episode a month, and I think that would be really cool. Or just put episodes out randomly whenever there's like an event, some kind of like movement or world news. Just like South Park doesn't need like any kind of they can do whatever they want. So if something cool comes out, they have an idea, boom, maybe 1 month they put out 3 episodes and then they don't put one out for like 4 or 5 months. And then they put out 2. Just put out at least 10 a year and then I'm good.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I will give this. I think it was really impressive the fact that they kept using all the stuff happening in the real world to connect their still episodes.
Yeah.
So that was a good job. I'll give it that. I don't like continuation in South Park. I just like the standalone episodes.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like I need to give them a chance.
I want them to honestly do a movie again because I'd love to see these guys get an EGOT, which is the Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, Tony.
Yeah.
They have everything but an Oscar. And I mean, there's just yeah, they have everything but an Oscar. So, and they got nominated, so they were so close to getting it. And these guys are just beyond everybody else as far as entertainment. I feel like Trey Parker, Matt Stone, like they're just on another level.
That's why sometimes it worries me when I'm watching South Park. I'm just like, it can't get any better than this. Right. So I'm witnessing the end of something. Like I feel like at any time South Park's just not going to be as good, but it always ends up being better. Like the last episode of the season had one of the funniest jokes, and then last season wasn't so good, but the season before I thought had really funny episodes. Yeah. They do really funny stuff every single season. But I just think like, man, this year, I don't know how they're going to be doing this next year or 2 years from now or 5 years from now, but I mean, they do what they do, so.
Yeah.
On a side note, Family Guy has got way funnier because I stopped watching Family Guy partially because it was on Fox, TBS, CBS, Cartoon Network, Adult Swim. I couldn't take any more.
I think South Park
it's got a lot funnier.
Gotten probably a lot worse, but I don't know. I haven't watched this season. I watched the season before, and I always tend to laugh a little bit when it's going on, but I just think a lot of it I just can't handle.
Family Guy?
Yeah, I think a lot of it's pretty bad. But that's just because I don't like some of the bits. Like I hate Conway Twitty. I hate the long.
Dude, think if these guys weren't making cable TV shows. Think if they were on like HBO.
Yeah, it'd be ridiculous.
It'd be insane.
Yeah, it'd be crazy. So I guess we'll table South Park and Walking Dead for our most anticipated, and then I'll name my last one. I'm gonna say Jurassic World. I'm a big Jurassic Park fan. I did not really care for 2 or 3. 2 was alright. 2 wasn't that bad. Still had Jeff Goldblum. But I'm excited for Jurassic World because Chris Pratt seems to be getting it together lately, and he's getting the credit I think he deserves. He's really good on Parks and Rec, despite the fact the main characters are the worst main characters in any show. So, I mean, I'm excited. It does look kind of bad at points, like the whole running alongside raptors. I don't quite understand how that's a thing in the trailer. But, I don't know. I'm excited to see it. I don't know. I think Spielberg is directing it again, so that kind of has me having some hope and also some not hope. Are you guys excited for Jurassic World or not?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, I think it should be good. Hopefully, Chris Pratt let him be funny. Maybe I'm hoping he gets to be.
Oh, I'm sure they will. If they didn't, that'd be
a
weird.
Waste. But I mean, and it has Jessica Chastain in it, who's I think a tremendous actress. But she was in Interstellar, and it was just brutal, almost not good at all to watch. So I'm just hoping they let her act instead of just trying to be this weird characters. Like
I think she plays a good weird character because she's not conventionally attractive, but she's not. I mean, she's not unattractive.
Did you ever see Mama?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, she was really really good at Mama, and that movie I thought was kind of but she made the movie a lot better just by
she's decent.
Yeah, so I'm excited for
I would
World.
really like to see Jessica Lange play a big big role in a movie.
You keep saying Jessica Lange. I don't know who.
From American Horror Story, the blonde mom. She's like 50.
Jessica Lange. Did I misspell Jessica Lange?
Lange, Lange.
Lange. Jessica Lange.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm looking up right now. Jessica Lange. Oh, the old woman?
Yes, dude. She is really, really
I
good
think
actress.
she's only good in American Horror Story. I don't think.
She could play, dude.
No,
she can play.
listen. I think there is people that are good in their shows, like Aaron Paul. I think he's garbage outside of Breaking Bad. And I just think people need to let them be in their shows and don't expect anything from them out of their shows.
She's been acting for a very long time.
I know, but I don't think she was really good in any of her movies. She was big. I think she did Tootsie with Dustin Hoffman. I want to say she did a movie with Jack Nicholson. I think, anyways, Postman Always Rings Twice? Yeah. I just don't think she's that great of an actress, and I just think she found a very good role to play in writers.
She's played multiple different roles.
I know, but I feel like these writers know how to make her work. So I think that's honestly all it is. I'll stand by that. Sometimes I don't like when people are really good at TV. I don't think it always translates very well to movies, and I'm really always just nervous about people wanting TV people to go big in movies because I don't always think it works. Like Aaron Paul, I don't think he'll ever be a good movie actor personally.
But the thing is, it's because he is Jesse. Like, that's it. Some people have to just accept that. Like Daniel Craig is James Bond. Like, once you take certain roles, you're done. Daniel Radcliffe, as much as he tries, he's Harry Potter. And you sacrifice your career for that. Or Aaron Paul, he is Jesse. That's all he'll ever be. And I think that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine. And I think you're coming from the place Jessica Lange plays a different character each season, so she can make it outside of that. I always feel like she's kind of the same though. Like in the show, I don't know. Maybe that's not fair.
She's always kind of posh.
Yeah. Wow, I can't believe she has 2 Oscars.
Dude, I'm telling you, she's a beast.
What does she get Oscars for? She almost has an EGOT. That's pretty damn impressive. She needs to get on stage and get a Tony.
Beast.
First performer in her 40 years to receive 2 Oscar nominations in the same year. She won the Academy for her. Oh yeah, she was good in Tootsie, I guess, and she was nominated and won. No, she was also nominated for Frances. She played Frances. I don't know what that is. I'll have to check it out. She was good in Rob Roy. I do remember that. She was good in Big Fish. Oh, Tyler, here you go. She has a movie coming out this year with Mark Wahlberg, The Gambler.
Oh, I've seen trailers for that.
Yeah, she's supposed to be in that. So maybe you will get to see her start acting again.
Damn, is that out?
It should be.
Dude, it's 63%.
63% is not bad.
That's barely, like, not garbage.
That's 63% of the critics in the world like it.
Yeah, that means 47% say this movie's trash.
Yeah,
or is it 37%?
Yeah, 37. The math is wrong, but like we've had this argument about stuff like that before. Like, Rotten Tomatoes has Fight Club at 80%. That means 20% of critics think it's bad. Do you think those critics are even right?
It's easy to. It's a disgusting movie. Some people just don't.
90% of critics like Guardians of the Galaxy and think it's a good movie.
Yeah, it's a children's movie. Look at what Dredd is.
I think Dredd was positive. I thought Dredd was pretty good.
I know it was positive, but yeah, 78% is because it doesn't appeal.
Solid.
It's rated R.
Yeah, I don't think that's fair.
It's
I mean,
very
Godfather's
difficult.
at 100 and it's rated R.
That's why I said it's very difficult. There are exceptions to like everything.
Yeah, I don't think
we're talking about one of the best movies of all time, The Godfather.
All right, that's fair. Well, we're gonna go ahead and wrap.
Brilliant actors.
Our most anticipated. We've already gone through a lot. John, did Jurassic World, talked about Star Wars, kind of talked about the Avengers stuff, not too much. Talked about the new Avenger TV shows, some video games that we're excited about. So all in all, 2015 hopefully is gonna be a lot better than 2014. Hopefully there's a great movie in 2015 to step up, because I thought 2014 had a lot of good movies, not really any great ones. You think there was a lot of bad ones, which is fine. I know where you come from. The video games were pretty crappy.
Die in the West.
Video games were pretty crappy in 2014. So I'm hoping 2015 is a nice rebound.
Mega nasty.
And
Mega nasty.
that is going to be the end of the first episode, and probably the only episode of the We Need More podcast. Thank you.